Hey folks, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. This is part 2 of the spindle bearing replacements on my Massey Ferguson mowing deck. Part 1 ended with the removal of the old bearings. Part 2 will start with the installation of the new bearings, reassembly of the spindles, reassembly of the mowing deck, and then a test run of the mowing deck at the end. This would have been a really long video, but I edited out a lot of the video and showed only what was absolutely necessary, and then fast forwarded through some of that just to shorten this video into a reasonable length. It would have been about an hour long otherwise, and who wants to watch an hour's worth of bearing replacements? So I hope this video is helpful to anybody else that has to do this job. And kind of a spoiler alert, there may be another video in the future on this repair. So certainly hope not, but that's what it looks like. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll get at it. Thanks. Okay, so I got the bearing in. Bearings in. Now I got to put this C-clip in. And then you just have to gently persuade it. There we go. All right, that's in. And now it's the seal. We got the new seal. I'm just going to press it down in there. I might be able to get it all the way down just by pressing on it. Maybe not. Huh. It was going. And you have to just gently persuade it again. All right, so I got the seal down in there. Now I got to put the C-clip in. What I did is, this was really corroded bad, so I just cleaned it up a little bit on my little grinder over here to get the rust off. I didn't want to go too deep and grind away at the actual metal of the C-clip and compromise the structural integrity. So I got probably about 90% of the corrosion off. So now I'll try to put it in here and see if it'll go in with without too much resistance. Okay, that's in. So this side's done. And now I got to put the bearing in on the top side. Okay, the upper bearing, the larger bearing is in, and now I'll put in the C-clip, clean that up a little bit. Alright, so before I put the spindle back in, I'm going to clean this up really good. I've already wiped a lot of the grease and our dirt and debris off of it. I want to clean these splines a little bit. Now I do have a nice little wire brush That's perfect for this job, but I don't know where it is. It's still packed away somewhere in a bin from my barn restoration. So, you know how it works. I'll find that brush right after I'm done with this project. Alright, so it's spinning freely. So now I've got to put this piece on here, but I'm going to clean this one up as well. Alright, and then this, see it on there a little better. That drops in there. And now I think it's time to put it back in the deck. I think I did everything properly from what I can recall. So I think that's right. And so, in keeping with the spirit of cleaning things up before I finish the job, I'm going to clean this all up, get rid of a lot of the dirt and grime that's there. Clean that up before we put the spindles back in place. Well, I got the grease and grime off the deck here and over here. I didn't have any degreaser spray, so I used the good old WD-40. But I do have some rust here, there, and a little bit in here. So I might as well scrape that down, sand that down, and paint that at the same time, get that taken care of. Alright, so while the paint's drying, we can install the pulley here back on the shaft. I'm going to line up the keyway here with the keyway on the spindle, and then drop the key in. So it looks like right about there. All right, that's done. So that'll go back in. The blades mount on here. This is the top end. So I'll repeat the same thing for the other spindle. So the spindles are back together. There's one there, and I've got the deck repainted. there, and there. Eventually I'll repaint the entire deck. I still have areas up here that are flaking and rusted, and over here. But I do have to get this back together so I can mow the lawn. So for now, this will have to do. So far, I'm doing good on parts. I don't have any parts left over. I'm only short 2 washers. You see this smaller washer here. That's the only one I have. I don't have one on here. I put another washer, a bigger washer, on here. I don't know where that washer came from. So I'm missing 2 parts so far. That's it. So doing pretty good overall on the parts. I don't know where those washers went, so I'll have to find those or replace them. But we'll set this down and we'll work on the top end. So on the top end, everything's in place except for the belt. I'll have to put that on, but it sounds nice and quiet. I believe those are a lot quieter than the old bearings, from what I recall. So I'll put the belt on, then put the cover plates over the pulleys, and then we'll connect the deck to the tractor and see how it works. All right, let's do the big test. Let's engage the mowing deck, see what it does. Now, let's see, gotta remember which one here. There. So that's certainly quieter than it was before I replaced the bearings. So what I did is I replaced the bearings on this spindle and the bearings on the spindle on the other side over there. I did not go into the gearbox in here, wherever it is. I didn't touch the gearbox. That was the big unspoken worry or secret. I was hoping that that would be okay, but the noise that I'm still hearing, I think, is coming from the gearbox. So I'll probably have to repair that, replace the bearings in that, or replace the gearbox altogether. So that's something that I'll probably work on in the fall or the winter or next spring before I need the mowing deck again. So I'll take it for a test ride and see how it cuts. that mowing deck is still way too loud. I don't know how it sounds on the video, but it's definitely too loud. It should be a nice steady hum, and it definitely doesn't have that steady hum. So I'm gonna have to tear that gearbox apart. I hate to do it. I was hoping, praying that that wouldn't be the case, but it looks like I'm gonna have to do it. So I'll tear that gearbox apart sometime before next season. I only need the mowing deck maybe one more time after today. So I probably can get one more mowing done out of it, and then I'll tear it apart before next year. So that may be an upcoming video, replacement of the bearings in the gearbox. I hate to do it, but I don't think there's any way around it. So until the next video, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.